Welcome everyone to the class called I Have My Kit, Now What? So we're gonna go through all the basics on what you may or may not need to know and open it up for questions at the end. And I hope that you will learn a ton today and feel very comfortable asking questions and getting plugged into our community so that you can learn all the things, because there is an oil for that. So I'm gonna hand it off to Pam. Kick it off.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to be talking to you about a few things. This is the first time talking about all of this stuff, so I'm a little bit nervous. So excuse all my ums and my pauses, and I've got notes here. So the first thing to know is that there are some safety issues that you need to know about. Firstly, never get oils in your eyes or your ears. If it does go into your eyes, all you need is some fatty oil, anything you've got in your kitchen, or some milk. Never add water because oil and water doesn't mix, so you can literally just pour it in and it will come out. The next one is citrus oils. Citrus oils are incredible for your skin and for our face serums and our anti-aging serums, but they are photosensitive, so always use those and be cautious to use those at night and not in the day. And also they actually leach from plastic, so it's always better to use it to drink it from a glass or a stainless steel. Never put it in like a humidifier or a plastic, diffuser, and they do leach the chemicals out of it, so it's really just not going to do you any good. Then there is also hot oils. Hot oils are not actually hot, they can't burn you. But they have quite a strong vapor. So if, say, you've got a headache and you want to use peppermint, always make sure that it's a little bit further away from your eyes. And also they have like a tingly feeling. So dilution is really important, especially when you're starting, that you know what your sensitivity to your skin is, and especially with little ones, it's always better to dilute, especially with hot oils. And then there are two particular oils that you've got to be, aware about. The first one is wintergreen, which is in a few of our other blends. That you should be careful that if you're on blood thinners, you shouldn't be using that because it's a natural aspirin. But it's an amazing oil, and it's in quite a few of our blends like Panaway, etc. And then there's this amazing Progestins Plus, which is wow, it's just an amazing oil. It's a natural progesterone, and it's designed specifically for women. It's one of the oils that you can't ingest because it actually comes as a serum, and it's just a brilliant, powerful serum for us. But it does make you very fertile. So if you're on an oral contraception, it's you might just have a happy accident. And then I'm going to show you how do you make a capsule. Young Living does have capsules that you can buy, really easy. You literally just open it up, and I'm usually quite messy at this. I'm going to do the jars because I take that every day, but you get amazing recipes like the skinny and weight loss, and we've got lots of recipes for you for all sorts of things that you can ingest your oils. You literally just, oh, I'm shaking like a leaf, sorry. Literally a few drops. And then you add, I don't know if you can see that, you add a carrier oil. I like to use grapeseed oil. And because I'm so messy, I use a syringe because I just get it everywhere otherwise. And then you literally just take it with water and done. Another great thing is Young Living have these Aroma Glide Figments. They come 10 in a pack, and they fit both the 15 and the 5 ml bottles, and they are so easy to apply. So tonight I'm going to put it on my bella because I need it and I love it, and I use it as perfume, and I use it on my kids, and I use it for everything, and in the diffuser. You literally use your lid to take off the dropper part, put your roller fitment on, and all you do is you screw on the bottle and it's fitted. Okay, and then you just roll it on wherever and you sniff it, and it's amazing. Okay, so then we're on best places to use oils. So you can literally use oils everywhere except your eyes and your ears. You can use it as a suppository, you can use it sublingually. There's just, you can do it, you can use it anywhere for anything. So topically, like I said, with the headaches, just, you know, apply to where you're feeling sore. You can apply it if you don't like the smell on your ankles, so then you don't, you know, it doesn't bother you, and behind your ears, on your brainstem, on your wrists and your ankles. And the best place, especially for kids, is under the feet, because that's your reflex points and literally just seeps into your body wherever it needs to go. And then ingestion, so I showed you the capsule, and you can make yourself tea. You can do it sublingually, which is also a great way to get it into your system quite quickly, which you just put a drop under your tongue and you wait 30 seconds and it's in your system. And then there's the honey sandwich. So the honey sandwich is pretty easy, especially for kids. And if you don't really like the taste of a particular oil, you put a little bit of honey at the bottom and a couple of drops of whatever oil you're using, and another layer of honey, and you ingest it, and it's easy and it's done. And then there's aromatically, so obviously with our amazing diffusers, which is twofold, because you're breathing it in and it's in the air and it's around you, and it's also falling on your skin, which is amazing. And then you can always just sniff the bottle, and then a scent tent, which is brilliant. I don't know, I learned something amazing today from a lady. With all your senses, the fastest way to get to your brain is through your sense of smell. And also, if you think about something happy or you've got a memory, it's usually from the sense of smell. It always brings about these happy feelings, happy memories. And the opposite of panic and anxiety is breathing. So a scent tent, put a drop in your hand, you rub it a few times, and you take a few deep breaths, and it's the most amazing way to get it into your system as well. And that is me, and I'm handing over to Leanne.
Hi everybody. Okay, I'm going to also chat to you about a few things tonight. The first one is how to use a diffuser. I've got one of each that we have in South Africa. My favorite, I think, after Ali shared her hack before, is the desert mist. You fill it up with water. You actually use this, I don't know what you call it, like little booty thingy that goes on top. You fill the water up to this line, and it's exactly enough water to put inside. And then you put in your drops and you diffuse it. There's 3 different settings where you can diffuse it for, I think it's 4 to 6 hours. The first one, the second one is about 8 hours, and the third one is about 12 hours. It doesn't run dry or burn out. It stops when the water is finished. There's also different colors that you can set it to, or you can set it, I think it's the 3rd setting where it goes through all of the colors. This is the Feather the Owl, which is really cute for kids. We've also got a snowy that's on promotion now, a limited edition. I haven't received mine yet, but I'm very excited to receive it. The Feather the Owl has a max line inside here where you can fill it up to. It works a little bit different. It doesn't have buttons that you press. You use the middle toe of the owl. It took me a while to figure that out because I didn't read the instructions. The left one is where you use, yeah, you can use both. I can't remember which one is which now. I've got a frozen brain. Okay, how to use the Pocket on the Go app. This is one that you can't go without. The first thing I do with my new members is I gift them with the app. It has everything on there. There's 3 options that I use the most. There's the single oils, where it gives you all of the oils that Young Living has, where you can search the oil and see exactly, yes, thank you. Maybe I should just, yeah, open mine up. Sorry. Okay. So there's single oils, It has all the single oils on, blends, which has all the blends on, and then my very favorite one is personal usage, where you type in all of your issues or ailments or anything you want to search, and it gives you literally like anything and everything. So I'll type in headache, and it brings up like migraine, sinus headaches. I can't read, like okay, tension headaches. Then you go into it. It will give you a little bit of background about the ailment, and then it will give you recommendations of the single oils that you can use, the blends. Then there's nutritionals as well. It gives you the application and usage, the different ways that Pam just discussed, inhalation, topical, and then ingestion as well. Can I show them how to gift the app? Can I share my screen? Okay, you just need to enable screen sharing, please, Ali. Done. Share screen. Ooh.
It should let you now.
Okay, thanks. Okay. You go to discoverlsp.com. You create a new account. You just search for gift app. That's the easiest way I figured out how to get a hold of it. Oh goodness, my internet is slow. I don't know why it's taking so long. Okay, there it is. It brings up the gift app. You add it to cart. Then you scroll down, you enter the email address of the recipient of the app that you want to gift it to. I usually just say include my name in the email to the recipient so they can see that it came from you. Add to cart, and then you pay it with your credit card. It works really easy, and it's so inexpensive to gift someone with, and it's really something that you can't do without. Okay, the next thing is how to log into your account. You go to the Young Living website. You'll go to the country you're from. I'll just do the South African one. Sorry, it's taking so long. You go right to the top on the right-hand side, sign in. Okay, you add your email or enter your email address and your password, sign in. And then Ali's going to show you the way around the virtual office and the essential rewards and all the rest of it. So that was just the signing in bit.
Do you want to just stay there, Leandy, and you can just walk through on your side? I can just walk them through on your. Okay,
so cool, no problem.
Your dashboard here. And on the left-hand side, you'll see there's two ways to order. There's quick order on the left, and there's essential rewards. So quick order is there's something I can't live without. I have to have it right now. And I don't care if I get extra points for it or not. That's when you would use quick order. If you want to maximize the benefits of Young Living and get points back on every single thing you buy, then essential rewards is definitely where you want to purchase from. So if you click on essential rewards, so Leandy has already set hers up. There's a very simple process to set it up. It's just basically like agreeing that you want to set up Essential Rewards, which is our loyalty program. It's free to join, and you can change what you want and when you order each month. The minimum requirement is 50 PV, which is product value. So once you're signed up, you would go into change your order, where it says my monthly order in the top left, and then it says change your order, and then you can update what you want to buy each month and then save that. The first 3 months that you're on it, you get 10% back of everything you buy. After 3 months, it jumps to 20% back. And after a very quickly passing 2 years, you get 25% back on everything you buy. This is all in addition to the 24% off of retail pricing that you get as a member. And these points you would use under quick order. So if I want to spend my points, I go to quick order and I buy whatever I want and I check out with the points that I've earned. So it's a super fun way to get what you want for free. All right, so that's how to sign up for ER and how to buy through the virtual office. There's also something called PV Assistant. And Leandy, do you want to click that and we'll just set it up for you? So I don't think you have set it up yet. So let's say that I want to make sure that I get, I'm helping others with Young Living. And so I want to get 100 PV a month is my target. So I'm going to click yes to PV Assistant. And what this does is if anything should fall out of stock at the very last moment before your order processes, it'll pull in another item that's about the same price. So yep, perfect. You just 100, click add products. So, you know, maybe I go through a lot of lavender in my house, or I use Thieves cleaner all the time, or you know, my husband is addicted to peppermint. These are all true statements. So I can type in, I can add anything, and I would choose different price ranges of what I want to add here, so that if something should fall out of stock, that it'll pick it up. Charcoal bar soap, my favorite. That's you know, an inexpensive item that is a good rounding item. So you can just kind of add things to this cart, and it only will pull them if something should happen to go out of stock at the last moment. Okay, let's see. What other things do I want to cover for you in the virtual office? Let me also look at, if you can go to my account, Leandy, on the far left-hand side, or either way. Yeah,
sorry.
there's two. Yep, there's 2 ways to get there. If you go to my profile, you can, sorry, my profile. There is the ability to have direct deposit. So I just want to make sure you know that that's where you go. If you start telling your friends about Young Living will send you cash for telling your friends about Young Living. So you want to set up direct deposit so that you get paid to do that. Okay, so that's basically there's tons of information in the virtual office. There's education in there. There's member news in there where there's lots of information, and you'll learn more and more how to use the virtual office as time goes on with Young Living. Leandy, I don't know if you want to stop sharing that now. I'm also going to put a couple of resources. Do you know how to stop sharing? There you go. Okay, got it. So we have tons and tons of resources for our team where you can ask questions and you can tap into information. So our team has a Facebook group. We have lots of WhatsApp chats. If you are not in a Facebook group or a WhatsApp chat yet, I'm going to share our larger groups, and you're welcome to join them. And that's optional. You don't have to do it, but there's tons of information there if you want it. So you can click those links if you so choose. And I want to make sure I've covered everything else. I think that's everything on my part, and I'm going to hand it back to Leandy. Sorry, right as you're drinking, I'm going to hand it to you.
Okay. I am going to talk to you about how much you are paid for enrolling your friends. This is like the best thing ever because you're so excited and you just want to tell everybody about the oils, and you get paid to do it. For when you enroll somebody on the premium starter kit, which is the oil kit, you get paid 575 Rand for each person you enroll. So you literally enroll 4 of your friends and your kit's paid for. And you help them to set up their legs so they rise to star. If it's your 4 friends that you sign up and you've got your own 100 PV. It gives you 500 OGV, and that gives you your rank to star ready. I think, and then you get paid commission as well. There's quite a cool commission structure, but I think that's for another class, Ellie?
Absolutely. And I just want to be clear, you don't ever have to tell anyone. You could be a closet user and hide it all you want, or you can just be like the rest of us who become addicted, and we're nice people, so we tell our friends what works for us, and you can accidentally get a paycheck, which is really nice. So that's basically a lot of the tips and tricks. We didn't go through a ton of usage on different topics tonight, but if you have specific questions on like how to use your oils for specific things, and you don't have an app yet, or you're not in a chat and you want to ask a question, feel free to ask any questions now about how to use your oils for different purposes. Thank you, guys. Don't be shy. We were quick today. No one has any questions. We were like that good. You know how to do all the things now. Which oils in the kit need to be diluted? That's a great question. So it really depends on how you're using the oils and who you're using them on. So if I'm going to use peppermint on my face, that's going to be really hot. I'm going to want to dilute that. Or I'm going to put it like really close to my hairline where my skin isn't as sensitive if I'm going to use it, for instance, for a headache. If I'm going to use peppermint on a 3-year-old, then I'm going to want to dilute it because that's probably going to be too tingly for that 3-year-old. Other oils are like thieves, have a hotter sensation on sensitive skin. So infants and elderly have the most sensitive skin. And then obviously your face and your private parts are sensitive. So I've had someone, put some oil on their head because they had a headache, and they're a woman, they go to the bathroom, they wipe themselves, and yay, right? Like that, you'll feel that, right? So what do you do in that situation? Anywhere you put it, on any age, if something starts to tingle a little more than you choose to want to tingle, then you want to grab something fatty like your carrier oil, butter, coconut oil, milk, something with fat, and use that to get rid of that sensation, and instantly that sensation is gone. But I typically use my oils most of the time undiluted just because they penetrate into the bloodstream much faster that way. And so even if I want to dilute an oil, I'm going to usually put it on first and then dilute it like 30 seconds later if it bothers myself or my child in any way. If I'm using it on an infant though, I'm always going to dilute ahead of time just because you just always want to dilute on a little baby. I'm trying to think if there's any other hot oils. Raven could be hot for some. Eucalyptus could be hot for some. I'm thinking of oils in all the starter kits, whether it's US or South Africa. That's probably most of the ones that are hotter. Leandy?
And thieves.
Oh, I think, yes, I said thieves, yes.
Oh,
yes.
did I? Sorry.
Yeah, that's definitely a hotter one.
My kids even diluted the other day. They're like screaming.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yes, thieves has clove and cinnamon. So yes, those are hotter oils for sure. So dilute those hotter oils as needed. That's a great question. Yes, Digize, yes, in the US, and is just fantastic though. But yes, I did put it on my son when he was much younger on his tummy, which by the way, was fantastic. It made him poop right away when he didn't want to poop, but it is something you want to dilute. Any other questions?